So we now start with exercise 19.1 for data handling. So we have the first question. The result of survey of 200 people about their favorite fruit is given below. So they have got this data wherein they are given apples 45, orange 30, banana for 20, grapes 50, guava 15, pineapple 25 and papaya 15. So you need to draw a bar graph for the same. So let's first of all arrange the graph for this thing. So we have over here question number 1. You can always write the data on the right hand side of your graph book. So right hand side of the graph book you can take the data. So whatever data, that table what is given over here, you can write it on the right hand side. On the left hand side, that is the graph page, you can draw the graph. So you have the first over here, it will be the y-axis, and over here will be the x-axis. The x-axis over here, y-axis over here. This one will be the fruits. So there will be the fruits which are here, and these are the number of people. So this is people. Okay, this is the people are given over here. Number of people are here. So you have, first of all, you need to make the scale. So you see that first of all, you will find that what is the maximum value in the number of people. In the maximum value, you can see it is given as 50. So since it is 50, so I can easily take one line over here to reach as 5, 10, 15, 20. So it will be easier and good looking also, because remember one thing, whenever you draw a graph, the graph paper should be filled at least 3/4 of the size. If the scale is not given to you, you have to select a scale by which the graph would be filled up at least 3/4. Like for example, if I got a graph paper like this, and these are, if I take a scale in such a way that my graph is so small, then I get it a complete wrong. It is necessary that my graph should be such that this should be like this. Okay, it's the same kind, but I had taken it as a bigger scale so that it went up to now. You see here, if this was 50, that means I have taken over here 0 to 10 or 0 to 50. But if I take it over here as 10, 20, 30, 40 ke badle, if I take it such that 50 reaches here, automatically I'll get a bigger graph. For example, so over here, if I take 20, 30, 40, 50, I'll get over only up to this much. But if I take 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, so 50 will come a bigger size. You just need to check it whether you can reach that much in that page or not. It should not happen that your 50 is going beyond the page and you are not able to draw it. So just see to it that what is the best available. As far as possible, always take the scale in multiples of 5 and 10. It will be easier for you to plot the inner ones. Okay, the numbers which are not like 27, 23. Unko plot karne ke liye it will be easier if you have taken the scale as 5, 10, 15 or 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay. So here we will be taking as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That means the scale is y-axis 2 centimeter is equals to 5 people. Okay, 2 centimeter, this is a 2 centimeter points over here, this is equal to 5 centimeter. Understood? Now, here are the different fruits. So first fruit from year to year is apple. Okay, the second one is orange. So from year to year is orange. Then it is banana. Then it is grapes, then it is guava, then it is pineapple, and finally it is papaya. So this is papaya, pineapple, guava, grapes, banana. Okay, so accordingly you have got these kinds of markings, so you know that the table, or you can call it as the rectangle or the building, is going to come that way. Now let's draw the figure for the first one. 45 is the first thing. 45. So let's take the fun 45. So you see that this will be a line which will be up to this point. So this is a straight line here, like this and like this. Like this, giving me 45 apples. 30 oranges, so 30 people like oranges, so 30 will be like this, oranges, 30 in this way. Next is 20 banana, so bananas 20 is here, so banana it will be like this. Next is 50 grapes, so 50 is over here and grapes like this, so you see this as like this, so that will be grapes, which will be 50. 15 people like guava, so that is 15 like guava, so this much is for guava. 25 pineapple, it will here, so this is for pineapple, sorry. This will be pineapple, so pineapple will be like this. And papaya is 15, so 15 again will be like this. You can shade this area. So this way, this buildings over here or this rectangles over here indicate each and every fruit में कितने लोगों को पसंद है. So how many people like which fruit are the ones over here. So this is the bar graph for question number 1 of exercise 9.1. So this is the bar graph. Is it clear? This is the bar graph. Right? Easy to understand. Yes, fruits, people, apple, oranges and all. Here you need to write this complete name. So what you can do in the graph book is that you can write the name of the fruit like this. You can write it like this: apple. You can write this as orange. You can always make it something decent like this. Okay, so this is how you are going to have the bar graph for the first question. We move on to the next question, that is question number 2. I am not giving you homework here because they are of different questions of different types. So there is nothing like 1 and 2 are repeating each other. If it is like that, then I will give you as a homework. Otherwise, if it is completely different, I'll better solve it over here. So we will be reducing the homework in this case because we don't have different kinds of sums. So the next one is, Mr. Khurana has 2 kitchen appliance stores. He compares the sales of 2 stores during the month and recovered as given below. So he has got the items and he has got store A and store B. So you can understand that within the grill, he has got 2 stores, store A and store B. That means what you are going to draw now? Yes, double bar graph. You are going to draw a double bar graph. One bar will show the store A, one bar will show the store B for the same item. Like for a grill, store A this much, store B this much. For toaster, store A this much, store B this much. Okay, that will be the way it will be drawn. So let's see how we are going to draw it. So first is question number 2. We'll be having the y-axis and the x-axis. So this is the x, 0, this is y-axis, the scale. Okay, let's see, y-axis scale would be 2 centimeter is equals to, we'll decide it later. Now over here, this is items sold. So it is number of items sold. Okay, that is the number of items sold. This is this part. Of course, we don't have to consider. So this is this way. First one. So here we have from year to year is grill. which is into two parts. One is store A and store B. Then it is another one which is store A, store B of toaster. Okay, I'm writing it too small, maybe not visible in the video, but you can understand it is for toaster. The next is oven, A and B. So it is A and B for oven. The next one, A and B, is for blender. So A and B for blender. And finally A and B for coffee maker. So this is A and B for coffee maker. Now you can see the maximum item what you are having over here is up to 40. So we can use the same kind of a scale what we used over here. So that's why it will be 5 items. So this will give you as 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay. Now we start plotting. The first one, let's take all the store A first, or we can take both together also. So let's say grill 40 and 20. Store A was 40. So 40 for store A. And 20 for store B. Okay. You need to use a scale over here. You cannot do freehand. Okay. No freehand on the graph paper. Second, 35 and 15. So it's 35. 35 is here. So it's going to be 35 here, like this. And 15 here, like this. Okay. Next one is 30, 30 each. So 30 each. That will make it 30 for both of them. So 30, 30 each. This one and this one go together. 40 and 30. So next one is 40 and 30. Sorry, I was blocking. Yeah, so this is 40. This is 30 for the blender. 35 and 40. So 35 will be here. So here it will be 35. And 40 in the next case. So that will be 40. That was 35, right? 40 will be here. Like this. Okay, so this is the graph. We need to shade it in a different manner. So all the A ones you shade it in this kind of a shading. Okay, this is for A, and for B we can have the ulta kind, so it will be this way for B. So this gives us the second answer, that is the graph for the two stores A and B for Mr. Khurana. So that was the different graphs. This was the different appliances. So these were the appliances, or you can say the items. This is the number of items it is being sold. So these are the items with store A, store B, and this is the complete graph for the second question. So this is what is called as double bar graph, because you are having two data for the same item over here, hence it is a double bar graph. So this is a double bar graph, this is a single bar graph. So this was question number 2. Now we move on to question number 3. Now question number 3, they already given you a graph. They are given a graph, that there is a graph given to you, and you need to read the graph carefully and answer the following questions. Okay, so I'm not going to draw the graph over here because it will be difficult for you to find from this one. It is better that you take out the textbooks and in the textbook itself you see where exactly we are getting the answers from. So we get this thing, first one. So this is the graph over here, right? Question number 3. So question 1, it is, what is the information given by the graph? So what is the information given by the bar graph? So information given by the graph is always between the number what is written over here and what is written over here. So what is the information given? It is the expenditure in rupees and the items. It is giving you the details, or what is the information given you, that what is the expenditure done on the different items of day-to-day life, like food, clothing, education, miscellaneous and savings. So total, what is the different, how is your expenditure is going to be bifurcated for these different kind of expenses. So it is giving, what is the information given you? It is the expenditure in rupees for different kind of expenses, that is food, clothing, etc. Now second thing, on which item the expenditure is maximum. So you will find that the one which is the tallest of the building is going to be the maximum expenditure. So as per the graph over here, the first one, that is the food, is the tallest. So that rectangle is the tallest, and so you will say on expenditure for food is maximum, and what is the, so expenditure of the food is maximum. If they ask you what is the value for it, you can find the value over here. See, wherever it ending, that particular point, whatever is the value over here, that is the value. You can see it is ending at 2100. So the expenditure for food was 2100 rupees. On which item the expenditure is minimum? The smallest of all the rectangles, the smallest of the buildings over here. Like for example, this one is the smallest. Yeah, this one is the smallest. So the smallest one is the one which is the minimum expenditure. We can see it is for clothing. The clothing, the expenditure is the minimum, and if you find the value of it, the value comes to be 600. So the answer is 600. I'll write down the answers for you so that you are able to write down and you can also cross check what you have written. So we have over here sum number 3. Sum number 3, the first answer is, graph tells you about expenditure, or I can say household expenditure made for different expenses. Okay, that's the first answer. Second one, the maximum expenditure. So maximum is in food, which is corresponding to 2100 rupees. Third one, minimum is for clothing, which is rupees 600. Next is, state whether true or false. Expenditure on education is twice the expenditure on clothing. You can see expenditure. So the fourth one is education. The expenditure is rupees 1200. Clothing is equals to rupees 600. So yes, this is 600 into 2 is equals to 1200. So yes, it is true. So the answer is true. What is true? That the expenditure for education is twice the expenditure on clothing. So that's true for that value. Got it? So that was question number 3. Now we move on to question number 4. So question number 4, it is this way. Again, they are already given you the graph. You are just trying to interpret that which graph it is. So it is the double graph, bar graph given to you. So double bar graph, it is this way. Question number 4. Read the double graph bar graph carefully and answer the following questions. What is the information given by the graph? The information given is nothing but the mode of transport of boys and girls in a school. So it is, the first one is mode of transport for boys and girls in a school. Okay, that is the number of students who are going to use the different modes of transport. So modes of transport, and because it is a double paragraph, so it's for boys and girls. That's why we are separating them. Now, which mode of transport girls using more than boys? So you can see out of the two over here, you can see only the first one has got bigger number of the girls ka building. The building of the girls, that is the rectangle for the girls, is bigger only in school bus. So the answer over here is school bus. So school bus is much more preferred by the girls. So using more, the school bus is used more by girls than boys. We move to the third question. Which mode of transport boys using most? Boys using most, you can see the maximum tower is for the bicycle. So boys like to be coming to the school by bicycle. So you say the bicycle is the mode of transport preferred, or you can say most boys use. Okay, so most preferred transport by the boys is bicycle. In which mode of transport the number of girls is half the number of boys? So you'll need to find out in each case that what is the value. So you can see in case of school bus, the girl is 75 and the boys are 130. So 75 and 130 is not double. Walking, the boys are 120 and the girls are 60. So that is the right one. So walking, so that's the thing, is walking. By walk, girls are 60, boys are 120. Therefore, it is twice or half. The girls are half the number of boys. Okay, so it is by walking, it's walking that the girls are half than the number of boys, because in all other cases it is not half, it is slightly less over there, and in fact in school bus it is more. So it is only in the walking case that the girls are half the number of boys. So this was question number 4. Now we need to construct a frequency distribution table for the next data, that is question number 5. So we draw a table. So we need to draw a table for this particular thing. So let's take this one. We are given the class interval as 0, 5. So we'll first of all make the table. The table will contain, question 5, the table will contain first as class interval. The next will be tally mark. And finally is frequency. Okay, this is the table which is going to be formed like this. They are given the data to be as, you have to be writing in the form of 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20. You can see what is the last number over here. The last number I can see is something like 22. So I will take till 20 to 25. Now we'll start with the first number and keep on marking them. I'll take three numbers at a time. No, I'll take one at a time only. One is 13. Where will 13 come? Between 10 and 15. So 13. Next is 6. 6 will be here. 12. 12 will be here. 9 will be here. 11 will be here. 14 will again be here. 2 will be here. 8 will be between 5 and 10, 18 will be 15 and 20 के वहाँ पे, 16 again between 15 and 20, 9 will be in 5 to 10, 13 will be 10 to 15, so I can see 5 is done over here, so 13, 17 will be 15 and 20, 11 will be again 10 and 15, then 19 will be 15 to 20, 6 will be 5 to 10, 7 again 5 to 10, 12 will be 10 and 15, 22 will be 20 and 25, 21 again 20 and 25, 18 will be 15 to 20, 1 will be 0 to 5, 8 will be 5 to 10, 12 will be 10 to 15, and 18 will be 15 to 20. So this was the different kinds of telemark what we got. We write the answer. This is 2. This is 5 plus 2, so 7. 5 plus 3, 8. 5 plus 1, 6. And 2. You total it up. So it is 15 plus, so it's 25. You can cross check over here whether there are 25 numbers or not. Yes, it is 25 numbers. You can also cross check over here. I think the answers for this will be given over here in the back side. So 19.1 mein, yeah, you can check this thing. It is 27862. Yeah, so that's the right answer. So this is how you make a group data. So this is a group data. Construct a frequency distribution table for the group data over here. So this was the question number 5. Okay, we'll stop over here for this particular video, and next time we will continue with sum number 6 and so on, right?